早速音読を始めましょう。Let's get started. 隠された財宝の伝説。My brother Kimo is calling my name. Keilani, Keilani, as we stand outside the dark cave, but I'm focused on the very old wooden box in the mud at my feet. For a moment, I imagine running to my grandfather's house to show him this incredible discovery. But then, I remember that he passed away just last month. I feel sad as I realize he missed a chance to achieve his lifelong goal of finding the lost treasure of Captain James. Grandfather was a genuinely kind and extremely charming person. He loved spending time outdoors, reading books and telling stories. He would often take us on hikes around the enormous volcano at the center of our island and teach us about the different kinds of plants and animals we would see. However, more than anything else, he loved telling us stories about the adventures of Captain James, the legendary British explorer. Grandfather's favorite story was the one about how Captain James found an amazing treasure on his last journey. He buried it on an unknown island to hide it from pirates, but died without telling anyone the exact location. However, there was an old, well-known sailor's song that supposedly contained clues to its location. A large volcano and a lion that held the treasure deep in its mouth. Most people didn't believe the story, but Grandfather thought the treasure was real and buried on our island. In a quest for the treasure, he spent much of his life exploring the jungle, rocks, and caves that covered the volcano. I could not understand why he was so interested in these old legends. Lost treasure, pirates, and hidden clues? How could someone who knew so much about the natural world believe such silly stories? I always politely listened when he talked about these things, but could never let him know what I really thought. Things changed when the largest storm in 200 years hit our island. Heavy rain poured for 5 straight days, causing landslides down the slopes of the volcano. When the weather cleared, the volcano looked very different. Many parts of it had been hidden by the jungle were revealed, including an area of large, strangely shaped rocks that, from a distance, did indeed look like the shape of a lion. For the first time, I thought that maybe Grandfather's story was true. Although there was still risk of more landslide, Kimo and I decided to go this morning and look closely at the lion-shaped rock formation. It took us 4 hours to reach the lion's head, where we found an opening to a cave. When covered by the jungle, no one would have ever known it was there. Using my flashlight, I was able to find a large wooden box covered in mud at the back of the cave. Together, Kimo and I were able to drag the heavy box outside and into the light. I'm still staring at the box when Kimo yells again, "Keilani, look!" And this time I hear him. Far above us, I can see the start of a landslide bringing down rocks and mud. Kimo grabs my arm and pulls me into the cave. I look back and see the wooden box sitting in the sun. A moment later, it's gone. With a thunderous sound, the landslide crashes down past the cave entrance, taking everything with it: trees, rocks, and the wooden box. When the rocks have finally stopped falling, we crawl out of the cave. Whatever is left of the box and its secret contents are buried deep underneath rocks and mud, somewhere down below us, and will be very difficult to find. Strangely, I'm not frustrated. Indeed, a feeling of determination builds inside me. I know the legend is true. I know that my grandfather was right all along. And I know I will never stop searching until I find the lost treasure of Captain James. どうだったでしょうか？ 音読は直読直解が身につくまで繰り返し行ってください。Keep at it. See you next time.